If you're thinking about moving to Arizona for your retirement, there's one thing we need to think about before we even get to talking about the communities: healthcare. Healthcare is super important, you guys. People spend an inordinate amount of time looking at things like how many pickleball courts, do they have arts and crafts, how far is it to Walmart? But are any of you thinking about, what if my life has a drastic change medically? Today, I'm going to give you some options to think about and to talk amongst yourselves about regarding Arizona healthcare. But first, for those of you who don't know, I'm back at AJ's again today. I got my iced tea. And look at this, they had samples of cookies. So I got a little cookie sample. They do have the very best bakery here. Hopefully in the neighborhood you choose, there'll be an AJ's nearby. If not, I can tell you where one that you can travel to will be. So when we talk about healthcare, I want you to know I say this very personally. You may or may not know, but a few years ago, I had a cancer diagnosis, breast cancer. Wasn't planning on that, but boom, there I was. I had not been researching healthcare before that happened. In fact, I was on my way to Thursday night trivia up in Cave Creek. Everything changed in an instant. My own family, if you saw my recent video about the Pebble Creek golf cart parade, my brother-in-law was on the list for a liver transplant at Mayo Clinic. He's actually, thankfully, now had that liver transplant, still on the mend, and it's going to be a long time before he's 100%. But I can tell you our family is very thankful for Mayo Clinic and the transplant team that they do have there. And that was a choice for my sister and her husband to seek treatment there after they moved to Arizona, where they left behind a big transplant team in Colorado where he had his first transplant. They did their homework and they made their selection. So we do have quite a few major health systems here in Arizona. I think healthcare kind of flies under the radar for most people because we're all excited again about how many pickleball courts and does this place have a golf course? Those drone shots that you guys see on my videos are beautiful to look at. I can only show so many drone shots of the hospital, and sometimes we can't even shoot a drone shot there because it might be restricted because of the helicopter flights. But here we've got amazing networks. You've got Banner, you've got Abrazo, HonorHealth, Mayo Clinic, the list goes on and on, Dignity Health, tons of big networks with locations all over the valley. Now, Banner Health has probably the largest healthcare footprint in the valley. They are everywhere, and you guys, they are expanding. They've kind of been going head to head recently with HonorHealth in Scottsdale about who's going to get what corner. Banner has already started building. They're trying to keep HonorHealth from coming in across the road because that would be competition. But they do have lots of things. They have a transplant team and center at Banner Health. They do have cancer care. I think they're affiliated with MD Anderson, if you're familiar with that. That is a healthcare brand for cancer patients. They've got primary care. They've got specialty care, all of the things, but nice, big, modern hospitals, and then little satellite campuses for your average daily care are all over the valley. Now, my healthcare network, because I am in the Scottsdale area, is HonorHealth. They are in the expansion phase, though, you guys. They are expanding now to Peoria, and I think they have maybe a campus in Glendale, but don't quote me on that. And maybe I saw that one's coming, but they have a big facility that my parents use for their primary care and some specialty care off of the 101 freeway. And my parents are in Sun City, so it's not a far drive for them, but amazing health network available through HonorHealth. I really like their system, and it has worked very, very well for me. I have TRICARE insurance, so if you're a TRICARE Select person, that's a good network, or at least it has been for me. Next is Dignity Health. Now, I would say this is more prominent in Phoenix itself although they do have locations in the East Valley and in the West, but they have quite a few options when it comes to care at Dignity Health. They do have surgery centers, they've got specialty care, and just all around good health care and well known by many. Now, the next thing we need to think about is for those of us who are inching towards 65, guys, we're going to give up our regular insurance. We're all going to be on Medicare. But if you're close to that age, you know, or you should know, if you're getting close and you haven't researched this, call me and I'll direct you to some sources. But you're going to need a Medicare supplement. I think it's called Plan D. TRICARE will be mine. But when you're making that selection and meeting with your insurance rep, hopefully meeting face-to-face or just doing a toll-free line, I don't always recommend it that way. But again, if you need to know somebody, I've got people I can connect you with. But you want to have conversations about, okay, if I choose this plan, what networks do they serve? If I choose that plan, what networks do they serve? The biggest thing is Medicare Advantage. Mayo Clinic does not accept Medicare Advantage. There's a reason that it is less expensive for you. You get less. Now, they're going to tell you things like, oh, you get a free eye exam and you get free this, free that, free gym membership. So what? Buy your own gym membership. And if you live in a 55 plus community, you're going to be getting that anyway as part of your HOA or your access fees. So don't pick Medicare Advantage based on that. I would say do your homework, especially if you already have a pre-existing condition that may need future care, or if you're in ongoing treatment for something. I get calls from people who are undergoing kidney dialysis, or maybe you still are in remission from cancer and you've got follow-up care. Where you go is going to be very, very important. I'm not going to say that some other health network couldn't have saved my life, but I'll tell you, I was very thankful when I was sick to have access to the oncology care at Mayo Clinic. It made a huge difference to my overall health, my recovery, and my ability to sleep at night. I just felt I was in the very best hands possible. Had to take a tea break, and I'm going to have a little nibble of this sugar cookie with macadamia nut and white chocolate chips. It's very good, very good. I'm putting that away now because I have a weakness for those kind of cookies. Anyway, back to healthcare. So, Mayo Clinic. I hate to keep harping on Mayo, but this is a place you hope you never need. I hope you never need it. I hoped I never needed it, but now that I've been there, I'm glad to know it's there. Very specialized care. You cannot call them up and say, you know, I think I might have a torn tendon in my ankle and I want to be seen by the orthopedics department. They're not going to let you in. You need to have a diagnosis generally, or at least a good idea of something going on. If you do get a cancer diagnosis at HonorHealth, like I did, then you call Mayo Clinic for your second opinion and you send all your scans, your slides, all the stuff, and then they'll give you an appointment. But you can't just call up and say, I'm having sinus pain, can you get me in? No, they can't. They have primary care, but it's mainly just for their staff. I've not known anybody that's gotten into primary care there, and so let's rule that out. It really is for highly specialized care. And again, I hope you never have to go there. But if you do, it is amazing. If you already have a serious or unique medical condition, have your current physician refer you into Mayo Clinic before you get here. That way they can send all of your scans, you can sign the paperwork to allow them to do that, and you can get on the list for an appointment. It's not always immediate to get in there unless you have something really pressing. But for general follow-up care, your 5-year dermatology checkup after you had a melanoma scare or something, they're not going to get you in next week. It might be a few months, but that's something to be thinking of at your leisure or leisure, depending on how you say it, before you actually make your move. Here's the next one, neurology care. Now, if you are somebody who has had a stroke, you have spine issues, you have Parkinson's, Barrow Neurological Institute is going to be your favorite place. Again, have your doctor refer you in there. But let's say you have a medical event and you have a stroke after you live here. You can rest assured that, yeah, you're going to go to the ER closest to you. But if it's something major, you're going to get into Barrow and have all of your follow-up care there. They are considered to be one of the best in the country for neurological things. And I don't know about you guys, but I think that's a comfort that we have something like that right here in our city. I'm not going to need it every day, but on the day that I need it, it's going to be there. Now, cancer care, that was me. That is many of us. I'm sure a lot of my viewers who watch, unfortunately, have been treated for cancer, and I'm thankful that we're all still here. I hope for those of you that might get cancer in the future, have access to good care as well. If you move to Arizona, I can assure you, you have great options. Again, Banner through MD Anderson. We have now City of Hope. It used to be Cancer Treatment Centers of America, but they've merged in with City of Hope. They even have a Scottsdale location now. They've got a big location out near Pebble Creek. HonorHealth is connected with the Ironwood Cancer Center, which has treatment centers all over the place, even down in Casa Grande, and then, of course, Mayo Clinic. What you need to think about, though, is cancer is not like having an orthopedic surgery. You have your hip replaced and then you're okay. It can be years of follow-up treatment where you're going. In the case of radiation, you're going every single day. You don't want to live an hour away from a good treatment center where you're going every single day. Or chemotherapy. If it's closer, that's a shorter ride home at the end of a long day of your chemo session. Guys, for me, it was at least 8 hours. There was a lot of treatment going on. I wouldn't have wanted to drive any more than I had to drive. And so you might see an oncology team at one of the big hospitals, but maybe you can get your chemo treatments or other care at one of the satellite locations. Let's say you live at Robeson Ranch. You're going to run over to Casa Grande to get your chemo treatments. And again, I hope none of us ever have any of this, but I want to make you aware that you don't have to worry if you're coming to Arizona. We have the very best cancer care in the nation, and there's a big amount of choice. So back to transplants. Again, none of us ever planned that. I think I'm going to pencil in kidney or liver or heart transplant, but if it happens, it happens. You've got good choices here. Banner, as I mentioned before, has a very good sized transplant treatment center, as does Mayo Clinic. Now, where you go might depend on two things. What kind of transplant do you need? And secondly, what kind of insurance do you have? Mayo doesn't take every kind of insurance. So if you have a certain kind, then you can go to Mayo or you can go to Banner. But both are very, very good and have the cream of the crop, top-notch transplant surgeons, and then the rest of the team for all of the other things that go along with that. It's not just, hey, we just gave you a new liver, see you later. It is an ongoing process, really for the rest of your life, with the rejection medication or anti-rejection medication, with follow-up treatments if there are any complications. It's not a one and done thing. And so you want to make sure, if you already have been a recipient of a transplant, you want to make sure that you're going to have a convenient location for all of your follow-up care. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is the VA care. For those of you who are veterans who rely on the VA for your medical system, we have a huge VA hospital here in Phoenix. If you're in Tucson, it's a smaller facility, but still good VA care for everything from A to Z. And so if you're looking for an affordable option, I think utilizing the VA system is definitely the way to go. And we are well set up for those of you who have that option. Time for another drink. This one is a big deal for me. You know, I harp about this all the time. Physical therapy, or PT for short. You know, these days, if you say, oh, I think I'm going to have a hip replacement, you go to your orthopedic surgeon and you say, I think I want a hip replacement. He would love to do that surgery on you, but your insurance is not going to approve that until you go to a series of physical therapy appointments. They want to make sure that you really need that joint replacement. They're going to try everything to get you well and functioning without doing that. So you don't want to live an hour away from a physical therapy clinic. These are things that you should be Googling. I know you guys, if you're watching these videos and if you stayed this long, you're a researcher, you're looking for the details. Go on Google Maps around your favorite communities and start looking for physical therapy. See how far it might be to several places, because that's what you're going to be using. And if it's an hour away, that's 1 hour drive to get there. Change clothes, get ready, do your treatment for an hour, 1 hour drive home. That's 3 hours out of your day, 3 or 4 times a week. That's a lot of time invested. And I don't know about you, but I really don't enjoy PT anyway. And having that extra drive is kind of a pain. So we're going there to eliminate pain. I think one of the easiest ways is to make sure there's a clinic near your home. So now that you have all of the info, at least my opinion on the info, let's circle back to the beginning where you live is going to matter based on healthcare. This move for you guys, should you choose to make it to Arizona or anywhere that you might be looking at, healthcare has to be one of your big concerns. I can't tell you how many calls I get on with people and they've mapped out the distance to every Walmart in the universe, but they have not checked into healthcare. You know why? Because nobody plans on a major medical event. I think it is wise, it is smart, it is prudent to be thinking of these things as part of your overall research strategy for choosing your community. You might find the most beautiful community in the world. It's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt, literally. So these are things I want to just spur you and your mind to be thinking about as part of your research. It just makes good common sense physically, emotionally, financially. All of those things are going to figure into what you do with a major healthcare event. The key is to be wise already before that event happens. So if you'd like more information or you'd like to just get my personal opinions, I've given you some here today, but let's have a call. Reach out to me at my website below, and we can have a 30-minute talk about healthcare specifically. You tell me what your conditions are, if they're pre-existing. Nobody's going to sit around and imagine, oh, I think in 3 years I'm going to have a stroke, so I need to research. No, that's not what I'm talking about. But let's figure out how to get you armed with a lot of information so that you can make the best life decisions for your retirement move. I'm excited to talk to you soon.